For the Beaver Radio Network, I'm Brian Schultz. BSU women's cross-country team was off this past weekend, heads to the Roy Griak Invitational in the Twin Cities this weekend, joined by freshman out of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Autumn Huju. Welcome to Bemidji.
Well, thank you.
You finished 34th at the Dragon Invite in Moorhead a couple of weeks ago, your first collegiate cross-country meet. And oh, by the way, it was at dusk. How weird was that, running at night?
It was actually really weird. I was expecting it to be pretty typical and just a little darker, or that they'd have like the paths lit a little bit more, but it was weird running in the dark. It was definitely different, but I ended up with a personal record anyway in the 4K, so I mean, it wasn't all bad.
Got to run at night all the time then. For your first meet, how bad were your nerves?
They weren't that bad. I was kind of expecting to be a little bit more nervous, I guess. But since it was a 4K and that's what we run in high school, and coming from that to this, I was kind of at home with that, I guess, because we typically run 6Ks, so it was a little bit better.
Who recruited you, Coach Keene or Coach Hogan?
Coach Hogan. Well, my coach back home in Grand Rapids was friends with Hogan, so they kind of talked about it, and yep.
How different was that? You walk on campus to a new coach.
It's kind of different, except for my coach and Keene kind of share a lot of the same like aspects of coaching, so it's not like a complete change from what I'm used to. So
there is nothing like the Roy Griak, just in sheer number of people that are running. Have you ever ran in a race with nearly that many people before? I've
run Griak 2 times before, so yeah, I don't know. It's definitely different. Otherwise, I think the closest that it's ever come to that is like less than half the size. It's definitely a large meet.
Does how you approach the race change at all, just knowing how many people there are and knowing that if you get stuck in the back of the pack, you might be there?
Yeah, typically everyone goes out a little bit faster. And for high school, that's our longer run. We go from 4K to 5K for GRIAC, so you kind of have to figure out how to run that one. And it's going to be different this year, going from the 4K to the 6K, like between meets. So it'll be interesting, but yeah, go out a little bit harder and then kind of try and hold that.
What's a typical practice for you like?
Typically we do, for long runs, we do about an hour, 45 minutes, and that's between 5 and 7 miles. So 5 and 7 on like a long run day. Otherwise we do mile repeats or something like that. So 6 miles is like a pretty typical day.
What'd you do this summer to get yourself ready for the year?
Not as much as I should have. I definitely tried to get out there like at least twice a week and just do like a long run by myself or with old teammates. So I don't know, got a little bit of training in, but definitely not as much as I would have liked.
How quickly did you get to know the rest of your team?
Pretty quickly. We had that first week here before the rest of the campus came, and it was just pretty much us and the football team, so we got to know each other pretty quickly.
What's a trip like in that van or in that bus?
The van was pretty full the last time. We had like a 15-person van, and we're all kind of crammed in there, but it was fine. We just kind of like napped. So it was good.
Best of luck to you this week.
Thank you.